Good morning. Woohoo! Tammy got her box of cards. Yay! Oh my goodness, Rebecca. Still no yarn delivery or mail delivery. Same thing, right? Gosh, I hope that food delivery that you were talking about the other day. Sorry, I had a hair on my screen. Good morning to JB's Crochet. Got a hair flying. I think I got it. Good morning. Yes, I have it on because I am purposely wearing a short sleeve shirt. So I'm cold. And I was like, I know I'm going to be cold, so I wanted to wear it. Good afternoon, Louise, and good morning, Kimberly. Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, I feel like my camera's up really high. So I keep leaving that up. I don't know why I'm feeling out of sorts, but I feel like I'm like out of sort. I don't have it on straight because I can see my tail. I can see my tail. Just out of sorts of like what to share with you guys and be entertaining, you know? You approve. Well, I'm glad I have your approval. So, I missed Miss Kim's live yet again this morning because she, gets up at the butt crack of dawn for me. So it's like, I'm like still like sleepy-eyed at 7 a.m. and I look and it's, I was even up at 6:45 this morning, awake. And I looked at my phone and she had ended her stream like 15 minutes before I woke up. I was like, I can't win. Oh. I decided to do warm coffee this morning. Oh, yeah. So you haven't been able to make her lives. 7:30 was great for me because, it was about the time I needed to be getting up, getting kids up. And I went live yesterday, the last few days, because that 2:00 hour for me is about the right time, which is the time that she's getting off work. And I'm like, no wonder I don't have anybody because you guys are all carpooling with her. Don't take that like me being like, come check me out. Like, all I'm doing is a crochet along, so I don't need you guys there anyway necessarily. So I'm just like, I get off the live and I go, whoops. Well, I wished I would have been there for the carpool. That's part of it, like. So I just need to reorient my time. Engage lurker mode. No, don't. No. I wasn't. Don't apologize. I'm just saying, like, it's there for the replay for you guys too. So, no worries. Watch the replay. If you wake up late, watch the replay. Catch me later. It's totally fine. So I did get, let's see, what did I do yesterday for crochet? Not a lot that I know of. Well, I also had a really long doctor's appointment yesterday because I got there early. So they had a cancellation. I asked if I could come in early and I said, sure. So I came in like an hour and 15 minutes early, right? And it wasn't and it took me a few minutes to find the place because it was not easy to find for me. So I was about 5-ish minutes late. 5-10, not quite 10 minutes, but not 5. It was between 5 and 10 minutes later than I should have been there. Good morning, Julianne and Kendall. I have been missing you, Kendall. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Yay, look. It's done. It's on. I have a tail that you may see poking out over here every once in a while, but that's okay. It's for the house. It's for me. And it is. It's actually keeping me warm. I'm able to sit here like this and like almost create my own little sleeves and have like a little sweater on. I kind of like it. What was I saying before that? Kendall, you made me squirrel. Which is okay. I'm glad you did, because I'm glad you're here. I'm glad my Kendall's here. Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little better to be here, so thank you for being here. And Michelle. Did I miss Michelle? Monique. There's Monique. Hey. What was I saying before I squirreled before everybody came in? Oh, my appointment. So I got there a little bit late. So I got there past the 1:15 time that I was supposed to be there, right? Because I was trying to find the place. I actually had to walk almost a block just to get to it from where I parked. Because this hospital campus that they have is just, I don't know. Anyway, I left there an hour after, almost about the time my original appointment was. Not past my original appointment, but I almost left. I left about 10 minutes past my original appointment. So I was there for over an hour. Yay! And Joanne is here. Thank you, Frizzy, for helping me keep track of who all's showing up. So yeah, I had blood drawn yesterday to test for like iron, anemia stuff, because I have dealt with that last year. Although my last blood draw before this one, my levels were normal, so I don't know. I know, right, Rebecca? And I'm glad, the lady's like, well, the lady that called and scheduled me to come in early, she's like, thank you for coming in early. I was like, well, I'm glad I did, because, I got here sooner and I can get out of here sooner. So, yeah, so I was having low iron levels last year. So who knows? All of my kids, when they were born, all had some sort of weird blood issue too. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if later in life they do. I don't know. Who knows? So I just had low iron levels last year. And then what was the other one? Oh, my bilirubin levels have been a little elevated. Not sure why, and I haven't been ill or anything. Like, my kids have been, but I haven't. So yeah, the last time I got my blood drawn, Frizzy, they told me to hold off on the iron, and it came back normal, so he said it was not necessary right now. So I may have to take an iron supplement. Who knows? About once a month I should be taking one, because I know my iron levels get out of whack because I get so super bad headaches. Yeah, no, it's nothing weird. I don't think it's gonna be anything too, like, because I am blessed to say that I have been and am a fairly healthy person. I just have some weird little nuances going on. That's it. Actually, the low iron levels were long before that, and my blood was tested at the time of around the time of those nosebleeds, and they were normal. The levels were normal for my iron. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know, Frizzy. Any of the pills do for me. The powder coated ones. Ugh. Possibly, yeah. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. I'm gonna wait till they'll either call me today or tomorrow and let me know. But most of my family, we don't have a whole lot of illnesses in our family that I know of. So you know, we're fairly healthy people, thankfully, and we don't have to deal with too many issues, chronic issues or anything. So, engaging lurker mode for Teresa. Okay, so the crochet that I got done yesterday, let me show you that. I gotta grab it real quick. Quick field trip so I can pull it down from the shelf that I sat it down on. So I literally did that one row of this yesterday, the red, and finished it because this is what I ended up with. This was not making it around another round. It wasn't going to go around again. So it is finished. I have it folded up. I can fold it up again, but I figured I'll just show you the K and U that I sewed on. So the blanket is complete. You know what? I'll just open up this way so you can kind of see the colors with it. So there you go. There is the blanket. Well, folded. I have it folded in a way that I can see the KU. Just like that. So that is done. I took a picture of it and sent it to my mom, who is the sister of the uncle that I made that for. So my uncle and my aunt and uncle, I'll get that to them somehow eventually, because I see them about once a year, and I don't really want to mail it to them. I want to hand it to them, you know. So howdy, Maureen. How are you doing? I feel like I channeled my inner Marine when I just said that. So yeah, it's done. But no, anyway, I sent a picture to my mom and I told her, I was like, look, I know you're probably going to ask me about, well, I didn't tell her this part, but I said, I have a bunch of projects that have just a little bit left I need to do on them. And so I'm getting all these done while I, you know, have the motivation to do it and get these little bits of done, you know. Let me slow down and try and figure out my thought here. So I have a bunch of projects that have a small amount of work left to finish them. And so I told her that I am going to finish these projects with that little bit of work left. And then once I have those done, I'm going to like hone in on hers and finish hers, because hers has not got a little bit of work left. Hers has quite a bit. So I'm not even halfway done with her blanket. So, oh, fun. So I'm looking forward to the stitch tutorial then to see what that looks like for me. I know I've gotten away from my recorded videos in the last couple weeks. But I know that a lot of people can use the lives to watch, you know, and play while they work and listen to me. So I want to make sure I'm not taking away anything from those of you that, you know, came to expect a certain thing from me. So, yes, this is my poncho. This is my enchanted crochet poncho that when I go like this, I kind of grab the outsides here and just kind of curl it in. It kind of makes it look like a sweater. I love it. And it's keeping me warm. It really is. Even though it's open on the bottom and my arms are kind of open to the air, it's doing a good job of keeping me warm, even with all the holes in it. It's crazy to me that my kid, I made him a blanket that has holes in it like this, like not like huge holes, but it has these big holes every once in a while, and he complains that he can feel the air through them, which, I mean, maybe he can because he snuggles tight with them, so it stretches the holes out a little bit. This is Premier Puzzle in Jax. actually have one left of it, and I was considering making a hat, but I don't wear hats. So I don't know what I'm going to use this for. Oh my gosh, Rebecca, I can't believe that I forgot your video yesterday. I just realized my kids squirreled me yesterday. I said I was going to be like, look, I need these 5 minutes. But between that moment of saying that and getting off the live, I completely squirreled it. Oh, man. I'm definitely going to remember today. Because I hate when I forget stuff like that, when I say I'm going to do something and then I don't. So yes, this is the puzzle yarn that I used to make this. So I have no idea what I'm going to use this for. Hello, Kay. 40 new subscribers. That's awesome, Rebecca. Yeah, these, and they're not that, they work up fairly quick, I feel like, these ponchos. Oh, no. Well, thanks, Julianne, for letting me know. I feel bad that I missed, that I haven't watched it yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I thought about making the matching hat, but again, I just don't wear hats. I could make the matching hat, I suppose. I could. And then, yeah, just gift it to somebody. That's not a bad idea, Maureen. I mean, that's what I do anyway. I make a whole bunch of hats and donate them because I don't wear them. I mean, I have every intention of wearing them. I just never do. I get through the winter and go, well, I never wore that hat like I had planned. Oh, Kendall, it will. It will. I know you do good work, so it will. Okay, where did I leave it upstairs? No! I got my Hirschner's catalog yesterday. And I left it upstairs. Oh, so I was going to show you guys a pattern that they have in it. You know what? I can do it on here. It's a chevron pattern. So I am trying to decide between 3 different patterns. Lurker gauge, lurker mode, disengaged. Yeah, Lisa, Russ was talking that I was watching his replay back of his live that he did last night. And yeah, they were talking about that. So we'll see what happens. I have 3 Joannes. I have 3 Joannes that I can go to. One is in the city on the other side of the river in Iowa. So that one's not technically in my city, but it's still kind of in the same metro area, if that makes sense. Even though it's on the other side of the river in a different city and state. But it's literally right on the other side of the river. The city is. So there's 2 in my area. Well, they're all 3 in different town locations. They all have 3 different city locations, but they're all within the same metro. Oh, fingerless gloves. Tammy, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. If I have, if I don't know what I do with any left, maybe I'll just make a couple of them. Yeah, I know the shipping is not very good with Joann's, but you know what? That's why I like going into the store, because I can touch the yarn and pick it up and be like, do I really want this? You know? So yeah, I have 3 local to me. If that's a better way of saying it. There's 3 local to me. So they could shut down at least 2, but leave the one open that's closest to me. Because that one has the bigger fabric department anyway, out of the 3. So please leave it open. One of them is actually an old Michael's. that shut down and that Joann's moved into. So yeah, I don't know. The puzzle yarn makes the best cuddly teddy bears. I just wish I was more into making amigurumis and I would make. Okay, I'm gonna fix. Okay, my paunch is a little crooked because I could see the over here. I could see the seam, and it was bothering me. It looks crooked on the camera, but then I try to fix it and I go the wrong direction. But I just went the right direction because I had to sit there for a second and think which way I needed to go. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you guys Hirschner's yarn. I don't know if I like Hirschner's yarn yet because I haven't started working with it. But the yarn I got from Russ's box is the same as this. I bought more to go along with the yarn he got that I got in the box, the countdown box. And it's really soft, so I'm really excited to make a small throw of sorts. I just don't know what pattern I want to go with. What pattern did I use for this? It is called the Enchanted Crochet Poncho by Brianna K Designs. Okay, to go this way. There we go. And it doesn't help that the shirt underneath, I'm constantly pulling this t-shirt down. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any problems with Joann's, but something will save them. I have faith. I don't see why they would completely shut down a craft store because people are still crafting up a storm. You know? Good morning, Marianne. You're welcome, Barbara. So I just I guess Michael's could be the craft store, but I honestly prefer Joann's and Hobby Lobby. I prefer Hobby Lobby and then Joann's over Michael's because I don't know, the yarn selection, and I have to second one with the inventory being in stock at the Michael's. I went to a Michael's like a week ago, I think, and it felt like there was hardly anything on the shelves. I mean, maybe they're in between seasons of yarn or something, but come on, keep it looking at least stocked, you know? Don't leave it empty like it is all the time. Oh, so you don't have any very close to you, Rebecca. That's not good. But my Hobby Lobbies are always, full. There may be sporadic holes of empty yarn, but not like Michael's. It was empty. Their loops and threads was if I wanted to make something with loops and threads and go and physically pick it up from a store, this one store I went to, I wouldn't have had any options. Nothing. I mean, Michael's is a great craft store, just like the rest of them. It's just their yarn departments, for me, are lackluster. Some people have great Michael's. My experience with Michael's has not been great. Visually, Hirschner's. We'll get there eventually. My phone's getting to be like Russ's computer where all I have to do is go H and Hirschner's comes up. Hirschners.com. All right, so let's see. It was a chevron blanket. I just don't remember the name. It was like a ripple, or was it a ripple blanket? Because I know there's a difference between the two. I mean, I could have one of my kids bring it down to me, but I don't really want to deal with that. Wasn't that one? Hem. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Michael's is coupons and sales also are lackluster for me. Like, even Juan went in the other day and he said the only thing they had was 30% off of a regular price item. One item, you get 30% off. Like, no, I want to buy multiples of that one item. And I want to sale on all of them. Ooh, I'm going to check that blanket out. I found a knitted one. I'm kind of looking more into the knitted stuff. Just to, you know, try my hand at maybe making a knitted blanket or something. Oh, I'm making this one. I have it up in a whip basket, but I'm not using the same ombre yarn that they're using. I'm using like a blues and greens. Yeah. Oh, well, that's silly, Maureen. I mean, I get it, but I still want to shop in January, you know? I just don't like, and it seems like any time of the year I go into the Michaels, though, at least this one, is their yarn is just never that great for me. I don't know. To a large measure, all of the stores are bare or just those colors that are odd. Even, yeah. Right, Joanne, like, it's like, I don't know. It's hit or miss for me with Michaels, but I don't really, like, when I think yarn, I don't automatically go to Michaels. Like, that's not where my brain goes to. I go straight to Joann's or Hobby Lobby first, it seems like. Oh my goodness, it may just be easier to have my kids bring that down here, because I don't think it was a chevron blanket. I think it was a ripple blanket. But it was with not these, but it was a bigger version of these in the retro. It was the retro edition, the bigger ones of these. I suppose. But the thing is, it may not be a pattern by itself, because I looked last night and all I could find was the kit when I searched for it. Let me do this. I'm going to do, yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do with what you got, right, Rebecca? If that's what you have to do. Like I said, I'm blessed to be able to live in a city where I have multiple Joann's, multiple Michaels, multiple Hobby Lobbies, and multiple Walmarts. So, Heather, yes, I think that's the one I was looking for. Thank you, Jen, for leaving your thumbie. Enjoy your day as well. I think that's the one. Retro Revival Ripple. Yeah, it's a ripple Afghan, not a... Okay, so I'm trying to decide what to make with these. I got the countdown box from Russ, and then I went and bought one more of each of these to make a blanket of some sort. And I thought I had it picked out that I was going to do a moss stitch in the round following Juan's rectangle moss blanket pattern. Rebecca, I get it. Like, we live on 3 acres of property in the city, so it's almost like living in the country, but in the city. I got mine yesterday, Heather, and so that's why I saw it. Hello, Lana. So, yeah, I wish it was more. I wish I could buy the pattern, because I don't need all the yarn. I just want the pattern. I mean, I think it's just it's just a ripple blanket in the back loop, I think. So here is that one. So I was thinking of doing a blanket with the colors that I got and, doing it in a rainbow fashion like this. Or the moss stitch in the round. or a granny stitch in, a granny square. Either a granny rectangle or granny square, or for the granny stitch. So I don't know which one I want to do. Good morning, Kikat. But this thing is definitely I can feel the heat. Like my legs were kind of cold, and this just happened to lay on top of my leg, and it got warm, and it was like, ooh, nice and toasty. So I don't know which one should I do. I'm kind of liking this ripple one. I just need to find a pattern, or how to get started on this, and then I can just go do my own thing. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, they may have something in the peaks part of the blanket. It is a ripple in the back loop, but if you look, my 8:30 alarm is going off. If you look in the peaks, come on. It's not wanting to show you. I had it clear before. Anyway, the peaks part where it goes like this, in that peak, it looks like they have something like a puff stitch or something. But then the valleys just look like a hole. But I can't tell. The picture won't let me get very zoomed in. Oh, it's this. See, I don't want you to do that. Over here. There we go. So I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards this. So I just need to go and find. Actually, you know what? Where did I put? I don't know where I put my Bella Coco deck of cards. Oh, wait, over here. In the box. The box is in the box. I remember seeing. So I'm either going to do. Oh, here it is. It's the second one. So these are the two ideas. And then there's the granny stitch that I was thinking. Granny square or granny rectangle. That I was thinking of doing with this yarn. So I don't know which one I'm going to do. But like I said, I don't know which one I want to do, but I'm also leaning towards the ripple in the back loop, like the picture shows for the pattern in the Hirschner's thing. Yeah, so here's the granny stripe. So it's either going to be a granny square, granny rectangle, the linen moss stitch, or the ripple. I think I'm going to do the ripple. What do y'all think? Do you guys have any leaning towards of anything? Anything that you're, like, if you had it, what you would go towards? Pretty and yarn eater, but the moss stitch is simple. Yeah, so that's, I don't know. Jen, I don't know. Double linen. This was kind of interesting. It's kind of like a spike stitch. It's the linen moss stitch, but it's got the... Can you please make that clear for them? Anyway. Did you say hi? Yes, I did say hi to you, Samantha. So, moss, do the ripple. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I like the idea of the ripple too. I have one skein of each, and I planned on using red teapot. I can't remember. My mouth cannot make that last word come out right. Atelier. Well, I don't know if I have enough, Jen. Like, I have 2 of each skein, and I plan on using either the recommended hook size, which is an E. What size is E? Because these dot hooks don't have. These dot hooks don't have letters on them. Love tea blanket. I'm gonna look into that one, Kendall. I just want to see what that one looks like. Love tea. Ah! Love tea blanket. And then you said it was normal time, 7 a.m. Always, every day. Red teapot. I've heard of this person, this red teapot, before. And then it's Atelier. All right, so what time are we at? 36 minutes. Cherry makes a lot of their shawls. That's where I've heard the name. Okay, what is a size E, y'all? Like, why is my brain not working here? So a size H is a 5. A G is a 4.5. And F would be 4. So E would be 3.5, right? I know they're different across the board, but for the most part, E. So it says E/4 hook. Well, this dots hook has no letters on it. Hold on a second. My Clover Amore might have it. Oh wait, they're not in here. Where did I put my smaller hooks? Oh goodness gracious. Oh, it's a 3.0? It's that small? I'm going to have to find my hooks. If it's a 3.0, I don't have it up here. I'm going to have to get it out of my, because the smallest I have is my 3.5. I know I have a smaller one of these. It's just, I only have out, actually, I don't know if the dots hook goes to a 3. I'm going to have to look. Okay, why are we twisting again? I was thinking about starting something in here. What should we start? Because I need something to work on with you guys. But obviously I can't give you guys... You know what I think I might start is the turtle. Your 3.5 says it's an E. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're all... I know they're all different, so... I want to say that Russ recommended a 3.5, or I could do a 4, he said, if I wanted to. He recommended the 3.5 with that Afghan yarn from his countdown box. I am thinking about doing the turtle if I have everything to make it. But I gotta figure out where he's at. Where is my turtle at? What page are you on? Turtle. Well, it doesn't give me a page number. It just tells me that he starts in the section that starts on page 46. It's so cute. Isn't he cute? Oh, good. It's a 3.5. Okay. Then I have that. And it's in one of my favorite colors, green. So 3.5. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to do a ripple. We'll just do that. I want to make it a little drapey, so that's why I was thinking of doing a 4. And he said that's what that's what Russ recommended. So maybe I'll go up to a 4. No, I like your honest opinion. Thank you. I just don't know if I want to go up to a 6. So I Crafty Gypsy, I got all this yarn in Russ's countdown box, and then I went and bought another skein of each. So I have 2 of each of these, and I want to make a blanket. And I think I've decided on a ripple blanket that's going to look kind of like this retro version one. I kind of like the colors in this one, though, better. But I was thinking of following something like this. I can't get it to come out. Why can I get it clear one time and then it doesn't do it again? Block the JB's crochet in the face. I don't know. Let's block. You know what I'm trying to do here. This is what I'm trying to do. It's a ripple blanket in the back loop. And woohoo! So yeah, I have a whole rainbow of colors of these. I just happened to pull the brown one out to show you guys. So I have a whole rainbow, almost. The only color I think I'm missing is, I don't think I'm missing any of them, actually. Oh, let me hide the address here. So this is the yarn that I bought, and this is how it came. It came in there like that. So I'm using all of these colors, and I'm going to put them in their gradients together. So like all the purples will be together, all the golds and yellows will be together, you know, the blues. I'm trying to think if I have any. Oh, I do have some reds, pinks. This is a dark rose color. Here's my reds. I was like, I didn't know if I had any of these in here, but I do. And I've got lots of black. I was thinking of putting a black row between each color. You're fine, Jen. I like your honest opinion. I like honesty, you know? Honest, positive honesty. Oh, this is so nice and warm, y'all. Like, I'm so surprised at how well it's actually working. When I open it up like this, I get kind of a cool breeze. But then when I sit here like this, it's nice. So, Rebecca, you like the 4. So this isn't a DK. It is a 2-point, not 2-point. It's a fine weight. Or suit, what is it? Yeah, it's a 2. If I can get it to come out. Come on. But it says 2. That right there says 2. It's a fine weight. So it is a 2. So you would use a 3.5 or 3? So you don't think a 4 would be good? I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference between these two. I mean, there's a little, I mean, the 4 is a little bigger. So you guys think, well, I wish I had a 3.75 because then I could just meet you in the middle without everybody giving me this one and this one. Lots of holes. Yeah, I want it to be flowy, but I don't want it to be necessarily lacy. You know, I don't want it to accidentally get caught on my ring and rip up, you know, pull a stitch out too easily, you know? So I should, so 3.5 then? Because Russ says 3.5, Rebecca's saying 3.5. I think a 3.5 would be fine. I can always try it out too and see. That's what I'm going to do. And now I just got to figure out my color sequence. And then, like I said, I think I'm going to put a black between each color. You know, do like, what is it, 3 or 4 rows? No, let's see, they do 4 rows of color. They do 4 rows of color. And then change the new color. So what I'm thinking, I do 4 rows of color, 1 row of black, 4, you know, and do it like that. Hi, Maisie. A 3.5 should be fine. Yeah, so I want it to be drapey, but I don't want it to be like, you know, when I'm holding it up, all the weight is going to make it like very holey. You know what I'm saying? It is a 2 weight. Yep. So I'm going to actually try and make a blanket holding 1 strand of 2 weight instead of 2 together. If I run 2 together, then I would need to do like a 6, probably. But I want to try and make a blanket single-stranded with a 2 weight because I'm used to 4 weights and up with blankets. I kind of want to try a thinner weight and see because I can do the smaller hooks. It's just been a while. Because I did, you know, I did mess around with, I didn't keep it, and I kind of wish I would have finished it, but I started making my daughter a dress with thread, crochet thread or whatever it's called, size 10 thread or whatever it is. Yes, Jen, yeah, I remember ripples, they do shrink. Thank you for the reminder, though. Yep. Well, on the band it says, on their band it says an E, size E4. So it doesn't give a millimeter, it just gives the letter. So E is a 3.5. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I forgot. And I can't get it back. Like, I'm like struggling. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Later, Gators. I love that. Nope, this way. See, I keep going the wrong way. Okay, so I said I was going to make something out of here, but then I was like, you know what? Now I can just start the ripple blanket because now I know what size to use. But now I don't know what color to start with, so that's what I need to do. I need to figure out my color sequence first and how I want to do that. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do four rows of the color, 1 row. Should I start with a row of black or just start with my color and then add the black in? Because I don't know that I'm going to do a border. I'm not big on borders. If the blanket looks okay without one, I'm not big on borders. I will do them. It's just, if the edges look nice and clean, and like with the ripple blanket, has the ripple on the bottom anyway, so I would really only need the border on the sides, and I don't want to do just a border on the sides. So, yeah. I just got to figure out if I want to start with black, with one row of black. Oh, thank you. The dress for my daughter. So it was with, I was using, I'm pretty sure it was with I think it's that size 10 thread, if I'm saying it right. Because it was with like tiny stuff. And it was so slow going. But I was almost done with it. I got to the yoke part of it, I think, and decided not to finish it. I know that they have the gluten in them, but just remember that. Drink lots of water if you're going to eat them. So that's what I was just saying. I am used to the smaller threads and hooks. Honestly, I don't know. I think I was just getting bored with it. And it was like years and years and years ago. Like, she's 13 now. I think I was making this early in her, when she was a young kid. So I don't know. I lost my mojo for it, my crojo for it, and I didn't keep it. So busy. Well, do what you need to do, Jen, and get healthy. Or stay healthy is what I mean, you know. Thank you. I know I'm trying to, it keeps right, my neck, I tell you right now, I need V-necks. Because this t-shirt underneath is like driving me crazy. All my t-shirts do that are crew neck like this. When I went to Michael's and bought t-shirts to start playing with my heat press that I have, I looked for V-necks and I found some V-necks. So Heather, you say start with the black. So do the one row of black and then do my colors. I think that'll look awesome. And then end with black. I wonder how many rows I'll get out of one skein. You know, that's the thing, is trying to do the math on how wide I want to make it, so that way I don't run out of, I'm not having to buy yarn all the time. Because I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat the colors. Because, like, I have a lot of colors. I shouldn't have to repeat them but twice, depending on how, big it gets. Because a ripple you do with double crochets, right? Well, I mean, you can do them with any, but to get something like this, and I'm pretty sure that the Hirschner's one uses double crochets. Yes, the size 10 cotton thread. No, but it wasn't cotton though, I don't think. I don't know. I was adding beads to it though because it had some beads. It had beadwork in it, and I don't know. I lost my interest in it, and I just didn't finish it. And I finally just chucked it because I think that's what I did. It's been years since I've had it, so I don't know. I haven't had it in this house, and we've been here for 7 years. Almost 7 years. Let's see, double crochet. So we do a chain of a multiple of 12 plus 3. And then I'm going to go in the back loop. But the first one, I don't have to do it in the back loop, though, right? The first row, I just do normal, and then when I go back across the rest of the rows, the repeat rows, then I go in the back loop. So yeah, that's what I'll do. So a chain, I did not put my thumb up, but thank you. That's what I'll do. I'll do, now I just got to figure out how wide to make it, because I know it's going to shrink in. Chain 3 feet, then it'll shrink down a lot. Yeah, so I think I'll start out with my wingspan, and then it'll just shrink in. I think that'll be a good throw. I think that's what I'll do. I got my plan of attack. I should write all this down in my notebook, wherever it may be. I took some stickers and decorated the front of a thing, and I tried to cover up the the silly label that they put on here that you can't take off. All right, so I need to find a new page because I have a page started for my Granny Square make-along that I'm doing with you guys. So I have a couple pages for that, and then I have my Rando Mal 2025 with Blossom Crochet with Marty and Yes Michelle Crochet's collaboration make-along that they're doing. And then number 18 means that is the 18th project that I've written in this notebook. Thank you, Heather. I feel like you're a little bit behind in my chat, like, because I've I don't know, maybe refresh the video because I don't know if you're. It feels like it's a little bit laggy. And then I have some more projects listed there. Oh, hey, I can mark off that one as being done. My poncho is done. It's on me. It has one measly tail that's not sewn in. But I like to go on here and... When did I finish this, y'all? I finished it Monday. What was Monday? What was the date on Monday? The 13th. All right, so I'm going to say finished January. So it took me... So I started on the 28th of December. And I finished on January 13th, 2025. So 13 plus, 3 days? It's about 2-ish weeks to work on it. But that was, like, I would work on a handful of rows a day. Like, I wasn't doing... Some days I would do a whole bunch of rows, a handful, like almost 5 rounds. And then other days I would do 1 round and put it down. 1 or 2 rounds, something like that. All right, and then I'm going to put my star on it. My star lets me know that it's finished. So when I get finished, I put a little star over the top of the pound sign, so that way I know that one's finished. Oh, and my mother-in-law's scarf is done. When did I finish that one? I don't remember what date I showed you guys that one. I think that was yesterday. I'm going to say the 15th. Somewhere around there. It was this week. So I'm just going to put 1/15/25. Are you guys still alive? I feel like I'm boring you. Thank you. All right, so the rest of them I am not done with. All right, so I need to write down. I got about 2 minutes. I'm going to write down. Do I have room right here? I have room right here. I can just do it right here. Push that up a little bit. All right, so we're going to say, excuse me. I'm going to go with number 19 since that one was 18 on that page. So we're going to go with 19. And I'm going to put Hirschner's Ripple Afghan yarn blanket. It's a long name. Blanket. Woo! You're still here. Yay! So we're just lurking and working. I get it. Okay. I feel better now. All right. So what did we say? We said 3.5. 3.5 hook. And then I'm going to start with black. No, I get it. And I should remind myself it's early in the day. You guys are getting ready for the day. And, it's just, No worries, Tammy. Like, I don't mean to, I'm just making sure. So start with start with 1 black row, and then we're going to do 4 rows of each color. 4 rows of each color. I wish I could get that pattern for that Afghan on Hirschner's, but they only have it as a kit right now. You know, I just want to make sure. You know, it's either one of a few things. It's either I've lost you guys because of the internet connection, or I lost you in engagement, you know, so that's why I was just checking. I think I got fibers around my nose because, like, it feels like something's tickling it right there. So, yes, I know you guys love me and support me, and you'll be here. In the top of the peaks, what I can see is cluster stitches. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, that's what I'm like. They have something going on, like a puff stitch or something in the peaks. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like just a normal ripple with a hole at the peak. Hey, what do I have that you just dinged at me? Oh, payday. Okay. That's tomorrow, though. 32 here and 32 thumbs. That is pretty awesome. I have 27 on my end, but thank you. And Kendall, I love having you here. I have a connection with you. I don't know what it is, but there's something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a connection with all of you guys, but there's, you know, when I see Kendall's name, I just kind of, it's Kendall, you know, and Melissa, G, and Heather, and everybody. I can't name everybody off. There's so many of you in the chat. 30 of you. I'd be here for 5 minutes rattling all your names off. Well, as much as I love you guys to be here, and I love to be on here, I do need to get off here and get school started. Nice save, right? No, but seriously, like, I do love everybody. Honestly, whenever I see a new name after a while, it's like, oh, yay! Oh, there's Jay, see? Jay's here. And that one, I don't want to butcher the name. Rakasha? Wait, hold on. No, I want this one. No, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. Oh, I know. I can take it for the most part. All right, y'all. As much as I love to be on here and just hang out, I do need to get off here and get school started with these kids. Well, more or less, I just need to go, hey, time to turn the TV off and you guys get started on school. So thank you for being here. I'm going to get started on this, I think, today, because you know me, I have to have 20 whips going at one time. No, they're not all going, but you know, I have 20 of them listed in here and maybe half of them done. Yeah, see, look, number 19 is my Hirschner's Ripple Afghan right here. But that's how many I have listed in my notebook, not necessarily how many I have going. So yes, see you all later today. I will be back on. I don't have anything this afternoon, so I should be able to go on, I don't know, whatever, you know, whatever works for me, 1, 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, Central Time, and we'll work on the next little bit of the snowman. And then I'll be back here tomorrow morning, again, same time, 8 a.m. Central. And I do thank you guys for being here and supporting me. You're awesome. Thank you. Don't forget, be kind and positive and make something beautiful and have fun doing it. And we'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh, I want to end that with it doing it. Ready? End. No. Get another one. End.